Alright, we just got these new safari style doors on the Jeep. They are made by 4x4 body armor. We've had this netting on the back for a while. This is new. It's magnetic back here, so that whenever you're driving, it keeps keeps a little bit of the water out. It doesn't make it waterproof, but it kind of keeps the sun out, keeps the water out, and this netting stuff is super easy to put on. The entire time, or the time that it took to put all of the mirrors, and we did have the mirrors too. That's not it doesn't always come with those. We had those added. We got the Grab Bar USA grab bars right there, and but this is, I mean, that looks like really heavy duty stuff. It's got a little scratch right there that we probably did something to, and it was probably about a 2.5 hour install to maybe 3 hours, because we had to get off all the doors, and we have a little rack over here. We can't put them on the wall anywhere because we don't have a solid area except for up there, when that's kind of limited, and there's stuff below it, so I can't really get to them very well. But we have this little rack right here. Sorry, I got golf clubs, but it's just like a bar right here, and it has it's like wrapped in almost, it's not a styrofoam, but it's like a foam of some kind. And then they sent us an extra of these because when they made this one thing, they put this upside down, and so I don't really like that. Wasn't really, I mean, it was their fault, but they made up for it and sent us both back nets for free. And but when you're installing these, there's a plastic plate to put on the back of this, and then these 3 screws, and then you put, here, I'm going to put some light. Alright, then there's these 3 silver bolts right there. Make sure you can see that. You got to make sure those are good and tight, or your mirror will rattle all around. And these bolts right here, and these bolts right here, and these 2 bolts, when they come, they're loose, and so you have to, and that's like that on all the front and the back doors. And the back's a little bit higher at the end than these screws over here. But what it does is it allows you to set exactly where you want, where it works for your Jeep. I almost said truck because I'm used to talking about the truck, but it sets it exactly where it needs to go for your Jeep, and there's all these like tiny little differences, and you can one thing that we've done, we have not done it over here yet, but on the other side, I'll show you what we've done in just a second, but it lets you these bolts let you move it like slightly up and down and left and right. But here, I'm going to come over to the other side and show you exactly what I'm talking about that we did. Or I'll also show you you pull this lever out to do it. And whenever you're installing, make sure it clicks twice like this. Here, I'll do it a little bit slower so you can hear the second click for sure. There's 1, 2. And that'll actually completely lock it in place so that your door's not gonna fly off, or not fly off, but like come open. One thing that we did is this strap is, when you get it, it's really loose right there. See that? Versus when this one's shut, it is not. It's still loose, but not near as loose. And that is well, the problem was when we would open the door, it wouldn't. It's a limiting strap, and it just goes right where the factory one would go. And when the limiting strap was just a little bit too long, and so this would completely come over and still hit that, and it hits like right here, right on the edge. So we didn't really want that to be an issue, so we made well, we didn't make anything. We took the strap and took the bolt out right here, and we cut into the rope just like a little hole, and then we burned it so that it wouldn't fray or anything like that. And then we looped it, like, try to see if you can see that. There's this part of the rope goes to the back, and then we just looped it around. So now it doesn't go, like, it really doesn't want to go past like there, which is a lot better, as opposed to over on the other side. We haven't done this yet, so it comes completely around, and well, I've actually got a thing in the way over there. I'll show you on the back one though. It completely comes around and hits that right there in the middle, and so just like we'll probably fold it over to about right here-ish, so that it'll still open plenty where you can get in and out easily, but it won't hit the outside of your Jeep. And I'll shut this back. But I've told y'all about this back cover. It is made by Jeep Tops US. I'm gonna get up here, and it's made by Jeep Tops USA, and it is difficult to get on, and from what I've heard, if you let it get hotter, like in the summertime and stuff, it gets a little bit easier. But the first time we put it on, it was really difficult. And I'm sure y'all probably know this, but there's a little white tab right there, and you have to completely push that tab under, and it slides into this little crevice right here. The Jeeps come with this little like indentation where you can put stuff like this on. And then this is a Dirty Dog 4x4 top on it, and whenever this is not on, this black cover is not on, there are clips that can go like right here, and this alright, we have it folded right here, but anyway, this bar, y'all can see it better probably from right here. I'll put some light on it. That bar right there will sit back here, and it will keep, and it extends this completely to the edge. And So that's pretty much the whole thing. We've had this on basically since we got the Jeep. This takes probably, it was really difficult. I'd say it probably takes 30 minutes or so to put on. And then the first time to put these doors on was tonight, and it took us probably 2.5 to 3 hours. Normally I don't think it would be near that long. Like, now that we have everything put on and adjusted the way we need it for our Jeep, I mean, it's just like putting any other door on now. But one thing y'all know, if y'all don't, like, if you ever drive without doors, is that whenever you like turn the car off, all your lights stay on. I'm not gonna start it because I'm still in the garage and it's late at night, so but whenever you turn the car off, all the lights stay on, and like the music will keep playing for a little bit, just because there's nothing to, like, normally when you open your door, all the stuff turns off, except like all your music turns off and your main electronics turn off. But when you don't have any electronics hooked up to the door, you can't do that. So it does turn off after about 45 seconds or so. But the first time we did it, we were like, is this gonna turn off, or are we just gonna have to like figure out some way to make it turn off, because all the stereo was still on, and we had all the lights still on, and we were about to have to leave. And but this is our new doors anyway, and it looks great with that cargo net looking top. And it doesn't go as much into this, but we also have the sunroofs up on top, and they are also Dirty Dog 4x4, and it almost kind of all plays together, the mesh netting and the cargo netting, and then the cargo netting also on the doors now. And so we've been really happy with how this Jeep turned out. It is the Rubicon Hard Rock Edition, so it came with like this hood and these metal bumpers instead of the normal plastic ones. And I'm not positive about this, but I was told that if you take like these screws off and this plastic thing back here and this metal piece right here, and put a fair lead mount right here, that you can actually just put a winch in the stock bumper. And I'm not positive about that, but that's what I've heard, and I've seen a few people do it, but I don't know what all that entails. But and it's also got here, I'll show you how to open up this. You have to flip this all up, which, I mean, it's not annoying, but it's not like, it'd be easier without it. And then you've still got all your room down here. And I'll show you this. We've got the Hard Rock. I don't know if all Hard Rocks come with this or not, but there is like a little subwoofer back here, and I mean, it's really small, but it's still, I mean, it's still decent for what it is. And then we've got but we've got the red tow hooks on the front, the red tow hooks here, of course, the train horn, and then we had the shocks powder coated red, and I've never really shown a close-up of those, so I just figured I might as well put them in this. And then we have the JKS lift, And oh, we didn't shut this down, but I don't know if all new Jeeps came with this or not, but this tire mount is no longer the just junky plastic, or I think they called it oh, what did they call that? It was some kind of steel, but it was like a real cast aluminum or something like that. I think that's what it was. But this whole tire mount carrier is now a much harder steel that will hold up to a 35 a lot better. And so alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and like and subscribe.